I thought I'd continue today because the internet is working okay. This is a little blue book. We are not alone. There is no end. And this is the 5th reading I'm doing, and I hope to finish it. I finished the last page, number 46, with a little poem, which was very moving. So I stopped, but I continue on page 47. This is actually doubled. It's a little book like this. The transformation of planet Earth. The changes happening to Earth are greatly accelerating. The marked increase in crime, violence, and general negativity upon this planet shows how those that oppose are attempting to resist these changes. The time of great change has started. Many things are coming to pass. Who would have thought America and Russia would be friends, or that Germany would be reunited, or that Ireland would see any sort of peace talks? The trend will continue between now and the middle of the next decade. Somebody wrote here 2005/2008. The year 2000 brings in a new age, the age of Aquarius. A move from the Piscean age, it marks a time that brings an end to our childhood as a race. Humankind will finally become an evolved civilization and will take their place with the other universal civilizations. What is written here is not intended to frighten or to prophesy. It is only to give an indication of how planet Earth is being brought back into balance. This can only be done by constantly releasing and transforming of all negativity. How rough it gets is really down to each one of us as we hold the key. This is a special time to be on Earth. All other lifetimes were a preparation for this one. For those who can understand and withstand the rough ride ahead, it will be the most amazing adventure ever. A new world is ahead. It will be the most amazing adventure ever. A new world is about to be born, and the old Earth is coming to the end of her labor. Humankind, through its continual obsession with power and greed, has continually raped and abused Earth for its personal gain. This negativity has stopped the growth of the universe. As humankind has brought this on itself, it is humankind that has the power to ease and to stop much of the destruction and suffering that it is manifesting. For most souls on this planet, this is the last life to balance physical with spiritual. The birth rate in Britain has slowed dramatically, and this is for very good reason, for the only souls that will mainly come through now are experienced souls. The population will be reduced significantly over the next decade. Some of those that pass over and did not achieve what was intended will come back after the change. Only this time they will have total recall of all their past lives. Earthquakes and volcanoes will continue to increase in strength and frequency, occurring in areas not normally associated with them. Freak weather patterns will continue. Predicting the weather will become more difficult. Some areas of the world will become flooded as the polar caps begin to melt. Long sunken land masses will begin to surface once more. Many animals and plants will unfortunately also be lost. UFO activity will continue to increase, and more people will be open to them. All of humankind will be affected by these changes. The countries of the world will be too concerned with sustaining themselves then to wage war against anyone, as recessions increase, as the end of the millennium approaches. New forms of energy will continually bombard Earth. Earth's axis is about to change, and the constellations will move. Science will be at a loss to explain. When Earth finds its new axis, the result will be that we will become a binary solar system. We will have two suns. It is Earth herself that is bringing all this about. There are many examples of this occurring almost daily. Japan recently had one earthquake that was not expected. Much flooding has occurred in parts of Europe and America. Fierce storms, heat waves, mudslides, and fires have continued to worsen in many parts of the world. Epidemics are re-emerging, and on the increase. It is all part of the process of change. Don't worry. Those that are materialistic and blinkered will literally think the end of the world has come. There will be a great turning to the Orthodox churches and the science communities, but these authorities will not be able to understand or explain, for these have kept humankind in darkness about the bigger picture. Please understand and be prepared. For a short period, it may literally be the survival of the fittest, physical and spiritual. The coming years will bring about the collapse of corruption, greed and power. The major trading centers will be brought down. More and more people will understand that there is more to life than money and possessions, and will turn away from that which controls them. The governments will finally confirm we are not alone. This will have a massive impact upon humankind and will further illustrate the control of religion and narrow views of science. The world is changing for the better, and there's nothing anybody can do to stop it. There is a saying in the Bible, "The meek shall inherit the earth." This truly means the end of the inequality of all peoples. Only one global nation facing the same new future, all pulling and sharing together. Our planet is being raised up. Those who do not move with it will not be allowed to stay. This does not mean that they will perish, for there is no death. It only means that they will be moved somewhere else to continue the lessons they had to learn. They need to learn. As our planet raises its consciousness, more people will become attuned to the higher levels. People's restlessness will heighten. Relationships, even long-standing marriages, may break down as some people adjust and accept the changes and others do not. People may also move long-standing employment and locations, releasing that they should be doing something else, more in line with the changes. This will continue until a critical mass is achieved. Then the majority of people will know we are not alone and there is no end. Around the middle of the next decade, those who are still confused by it all will be given the understanding once and for all. This will be the time that the leaders of the major religions will manifest again on earth. Jesus, Buddha, and others will return not to worship, but to show their followers that religion has not been kept in truth. The culmination of the changes will be the mass landing of the 24 universal civilizations. They will help give the understanding of the cosmos and guidance on how we can help ourselves for the future. It is an exciting but apprehensive time ahead. It will result in the creating of paradise. It will release a blinding golden white light to the rest of the universe. 9 will cancel, all will become one. The light will transform those of the dark, and all will be surrounded in love. Remove your fears and everything will be okay in the end. Accept you are eternal and divine, and that everyone has the power within them to make a difference. This is a very nice picture of a bird. A peacock. In summary, what has been outlined here is an understanding of the bigger picture. As stated before, we do not claim to have all the answers. We recognize that all that there is cannot be explained adequately in physical terms. We have tried not to communicate what is simple, or simplify what is complicated. The information is offered only with a wish to help others on their journey. The time has now come when humankind will finally grow up and be, and our beautiful planet made good once more. Let me read this again. The time has now come when humankind will finally grow up and our beautiful planet made good once more. It does not matter who you are or what you've done in the past. It is only that now that's important. We are each a divine spark. We each have the power to transform, no matter how lowly we think our situation in life is. Look beyond your surroundings. Let your soul reawaken. Start by changing yourself in just a small way. Your journey will accelerate beyond your expectations. See the simple beauty in the natural things around you. Fill your lives with love energy, and you will receive it 12-fold. Gestures given with this energy are in truth. Help yourself, this planet, and the whole universe by your positive thoughts, deeds, and actions. Start now by removing your fears and taking responsibility for yourself. Act with kindness and compassion to all around. Trust yourself with respect. Do not feed energy into what is negative. Starve it of its power. And the world will be transformed. It is up to you. There's a little picture on page 51, which is the last page of this little blue book. And there's a little saying here at the end, and I think you will know it, and then let me just see if I can read this. Not as good as it has been done by others. Go placidly amid the noise and the haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even to the dull and the ignorant. They too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexations to the spirit. If you compare yourself to others, you may become vain or bitter, for always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself. Keep interested in your own career, however humble. It is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let this not blind you to what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is full of heroism. Be yourself. Especially do not feign affection. Neither be cynical about love, for in the face of all cruelty, in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is as perennial as the grass. Take loudly the counsel of the years. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nature's strength of spirit to shield you in misfortune. But do not distress yourself with dark imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gently with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you to doubt, the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive God to be. And whatever your labors and aspirations, in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace in your soul with all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams. It is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful. Strive to be happy. Desiderata. They recommend further readings of The Only Planet of Choice, Celestine Prophecy, Illusions by Richard Bach, Exploration into God by Sir George Trevelyan, I've read all of them, and Forbidden Science by Richard Milton. Anyhow, you will not find it anywhere, that's why I read it out aloud. We are not alone. Have a good